Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Sam Zaranovich, and I'm here to offer you a really quick tool for getting your brain out of a stress mode and back into a rest, digest, connect with people mode. It's the place where our self-healing happens the best. So, that stress state, it's really easy to find, it's really easy to get into, it's trying to help you survive. So we don't want to fight with it. We just want to talk it back around to now that we're surviving and we've survived, maybe we can chill back out. The tool that I want to use today is a self-touch tool from a body of work called Neurofascial Integration, developed by a doctor named Satya Sardonicus up in Portland. She's brilliant. You can check out her work. I'll link it in the comments. But here's a really, really simple tool that anyone can use. It takes just moments, and it just takes your fingertips. So I'm going to be working from the pads of my fingers here, not the tippy points, but the little pads, the soft pads. And I'm going to take two little claw hands or little pad hands and just rest them on my breastbone. Notice I said rest, not push in. I'm not trying to dig into any of this tissue at all. I'm really hanging out on the surface of the skin. From the surface of the skin, from the breastbone, I'm just gently combing out. Gently combing out. I'm picturing as though I had a bunch of sticky cobwebs in here, which in a way I do. It's called fascia. And I'm imagining that I'm trying to untangle the sticky cobwebby fascia without breaking it. And if you think about cobwebs, they're pretty strong, but a single strand is pretty breakable, so you don't want to put a lot of force in. The other image I'll sometimes use is it's a newborn baby and I'm stroking their hair, right? I don't want to dig into the newborn baby's head. That will annoy the baby. I'm just soothing and brushing, right? So it's just this brushing motion from the middle out. You can also anchor with one hand and draw out to the side, just to encourage the tissue to lengthen without trying to lengthen it with your hands. Your hands aren't actually doing the work here, your brain is. So we want to talk to the brain and say, hey, what do you think about just being in nice long lines here? Wouldn't that feel nice? So here's how you know you're doing it right. 1, you're not pushing in at all. You're just brushing. 2, it feels somewhere between, that's mildly pleasant, and oh, that feels really good. If it's totally flat neutral or annoying, don't do it. We're trying to not irritate the nervous system because that can activate more of that stress response, the fight or flight reflex, but instead soothe it and bring it back down to rest and digest. Ways that you know you're doing it right might also include, there's this spot that feels so great, just this one, great, hang out with it. Until, what I usually find is if I'm brushing lightly across this spot and it feels really good to be brushed there, eventually it stops feeling really good and it's just a touch, and then I'm done. This whole practice should take between 2 and maybe 5 minutes, 5 on the outside. What you can notice when you're doing it, in addition to I'm doing it right because I'm not pushing in, and I'm doing it right because I'm coming from the center out, and I'm doing it right because it feels good, right? You might also notice that your thoughts slow down or get more quiet. You might notice that the tissue actually relaxes or softens. I had a patient tell me that just doing this the other day, her shoulders dropped and she felt it and I could see it. So you might notice the tissue changes or your posture shifts a little bit and settles. Or you might notice that an emotional change happens, like, oh, I'm no longer feeling quite so frustrated, or now I'm feeling more sad or angry that I was trying to keep at bay. And just let it ride through. So emotional changes, mental pace changes, or tissue softening are all good indicators that you've done it. And once you've noticed even a small change happen, I suggest stopping. Don't keep pressing and pressing and pressing for more. Don't try to get all your healing done in one day. It won't work. So just soften a little bit, and once you've done that, take a break. If you feel like you're ramping back up, or if you feel like hungry to do a little bit more after half an hour to an hour, you can come back and do a little bit more. But again, it's just this, and it's just a couple of minutes. doing it repeatedly starts to build inertia in your brain for coming back out of fight or flight faster and easier because you've given it a way out. You've given it a path. So I hope this helps. I hope you find this useful and easy and simple. If you have any questions, you can definitely drop them in the comments or send me an email. And I'm wishing you all the best health and all the most centeredness that you can find today. Take care.